to buy a Chiron. What's up, Supercar Blondie? I've got my hands on the Devo. There are only 40 of these made, and it's actually double the price of the Chiron. The key to the Devo. Wow, okay. So let's get in. Imagine owning one of these. Just how that would feel.
Go ahead.
Thank you, thank you.
Please don't
Of
try
course,
to
I'm not going to touch anything. I'm going to be super
If you would like to know
careful.
anything about this car, just
Yes.
let me know. I'm the designer of this car.
Oh, you're the designer. Oh, look at that. Just found the designer of the Devo. Perfect. What's your name, sorry?
Frank.
Frank. Nice to meet you, Frank. Wow. Frank, I'm going to be super careful. Don't worry.
No problem.
I'm not wearing anything that's going to scratch anything.
You're sitting in the only Devo in the world right now. That's very exclusive.
The only Devo in the world. When's the second one going to come out?
We're prototyping right now.
Yeah.
So the first real production car will be later on this year.
And do you know where that's going? The first one?
I won't say.
Oh, too many secrets. So just to take a look here so that you can see, these paddle shifts are longer. They're bigger so that when you're turning, you can easily grab a hold of them and shift when you're mid-turn. Other than that, you guys have just basically stripped this down because, of course, this is a more sporty edition of the car. So everything is focused on more lightweight materials.
That's right.
Okay, cool. So let's take a look around the outside because, of course, you're more proud of the design features on the exterior,
That's
really,
right.
aren't you? Okay, let's take a look. This is how you get out of a Devo without scratching it. Everyone's like staring at me because no one's allowed in here, right? I've been handed the key. It's a very special moment and I've got to get out of here without touching anything. It's like playing that doctor game, you know, where you can't touch the outsides. It buzzes you. How am I doing? Hey! Okay, I didn't touch anything. Why is it important to you that we look at the car from the side?
Well, first of all, we said that we wanted to keep three main ingredients to make it look like a Bugatti that are on every Bugatti. Everything else, it's a complete reshuffle, redesign.
So one of those would be the signature?
We said one would be the signature line, new interpretation, much slimmer profile, makes the car look lower even though it is the same height than the Chiron. The horseshoe grille in the front.
This here. Okay, so that's the second one that you wanted.
Third one, centerline accentuation with an actual new aero device on the rear, which is the spin. I'm going to explain in a bit of time.
The air comes in through here. Got this piece here grabbing and pulling the wind through here, right? And that goes over the engine bay here. And they didn't want the wind circulating around this whole area. So what they've done is they've put this divider here so that the wind just flows beautifully from front straight to back and out here. Everything that you see in blue is for function, and everything you see in grey, or this silver colour, is for form, is for design. The function, that's interesting that you say that, because the driver's seat is in blue too.
You see this kind of two-face?
Yeah, passenger is more for design reasons, so you got to get a good-looking passenger, and you, as the driver, is there for function. You are there to drive, so you're in blue. So that's quite an interesting split.
Steering wheel, the top part is grey, meaning it's only for design purpose.
No
there
function.
There you go, you just removed that off your car.
So you don't really need the top part of the steering wheel. It's not there for function. It's not in blue.
It's funny that you mentioned this. In the design process of the Chiron, actually, we did have a steering wheel that had no top. It was cut out of the whole development, but that's funny that you say that.
Is that, and why do you need to put it on? Is that a regulation, a safety regulation?
No, we found out that just in the ergonomics and the handling of the car, you need a full, either a square or a circle, that's something that is close to actually deal.
It's more difficult when you don't have a full wheel to grab.
If you're in a racing car and you have very limited lock, then that's a different story. But in a real car that you actually have to maneuver around the garage maybe as well, it's much more handy to have a full circle steering wheel actually.
So if you haven't seen what's happened, I've just had my Lamborghini wheel designed and there's no top. So I don't think I'm gonna survive that for very long.
When you see these kind of boomerang shaped
Yes.
daytime running lights, those are meant to catch your eye.
Yeah.
And the actual headlight is hidden in this little tiny slot.
Ah, okay.
Which is
that's
very,
the
very
headlight
slim.
there,
It's
yeah,
only
right.
35 millimeters with a
Wow.
full actuating LED.
Wow, okay, the headlights are a massive difference from the Chiron. You know, the Chiron headlights, they kind of diamond, that twinkle and sparkle. This is just a kind of a boomerang look around the outside here, and it makes the car look wider, which I suppose that's something that you want.
You put
right?
these lights at the very outer corners, and this car is over 2 meters wide.
Yeah.
So it really gives this impression of width.
It is, you know, a dominating force when you see these headlights come up, zoom up behind you in the rear view mirror. You just imagine. Thank you so much for showing me around.
Thanks
I
for coming around.
appreciate it. Thank you, and it's just beautiful. And
We're a huge fan of your
congratulations.
channel. We watch it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's awesome. When the Chiron got to the States, in order to comply with road standards, they had to shove this ugly back bumper on the Chiron, right? Now, I just asked, is that going to happen to the Devo? And Frank has said no. So let's just have a look at the back. This back is going to stay as is for the US market because they're going to have approximately 10 Devos in the States. What they can do, because there are so few of these cars coming into the States, they can go under a different category of show and display. So it means that they won't have to put this bumper on the back of the car, which I think is quite important. The other thing is, in order to get a Devo, you have to buy a Chiron. So you cannot just buy this car. Now, a lot of customers came to Bugatti and said, we desperately want the Devo. How can we get the Devo? And they said, not that easy. Do you own a Chiron? No. Okay, we'll buy a Chiron first and then we'll talk. And so a few of these customers have had to go through the whole process of speccing out their Chirons and buying one of those just to get an allocation for this car, which is just crazy. The typical owner of a Devo would have about 40 cars in their collection already. So this is really just a special car, obviously not to be driven all the time. It's never gonna run up the kind of mileage even that a Chiron would run up. And that is the Devo. I hope you've liked the video. Please give me a quick thumbs up and subscribe to my account because I have got some crazy videos coming out. If you haven't yet seen my video on the La Voiture Noire, go check it out. The link is in the bio right here in the description. Click it because that is a one-off Bugatti. Right. Jetzt geht's los.